Welcome to Locker Code, where football is not just fantasy, but our reality, where you can express your excitement, your tensions, or even frustrations about the games, your team, your league, and performances of players. Let's go! Yo! What's good?
Yo.
What's good, man? What's good?
Chilling, man. How you feeling, man? How you doing?
Another Locker Code week, man. I feel good.
Yeah.
I was actually excited about the show.
Yeah, coming on, it's actually a break from the norm, so
Yeah,
I look
it's a
forward.
stress reliever.
Yeah, it was kind of a stress reliever.
Yeah.
We talk whatever we want to talk. We just let loose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
But pre-show is dope too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm hungry for.
I wish they could see the whole
pre-show.
vibe, but then the vibe wouldn't be the
Wouldn't
same.
be the same.
it wouldn't be
Yeah.
the same. No,
We-
we're being recorded.
we'll
Yeah.
be censored. We'll be super
A
censored.
lot would it be talking about.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Sorry, guys.
We may be hated.
Yeah. Yo, I'm actually excited for free agency, man. I'm just like hungry. I'm like, I
me
know,
too, man.
It's going to be a really good NFL free agency.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
It's
it.
gonna be a
Not
lot
names.
to talk about.
I think it's March
Yeah.
19th it starts, but man, I'm just excited for it. We've already had we have some news, coming up with Aaron Jones. Obviously, this whole crew loves the Dolphins, right? So we normally just talk about the Dolphins.
Except the guy in the middle.
P.
Talk about it. Oh, man. We've been drinking, but it ain't
Ain't that bad?
that bad. Come on.
Yeah, man, but definitely I'm excited for that, man. But how was the weekend, man?
Weekend was good. Went on the West Coast. It was good.
Yeah. You were chilling on the West Coast, right?
Yeah. Something like that.
That's what's up, man. Yo, what'd you do? E?
Oh, me?
Yeah,
I
man.
didn't do anything this weekend, man. I went to a friend's house and played some dominoes, and that's about it, man. Like I didn't do anything.
I'm
That's
on
it?
that same boat then.
Yeah, on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm on the same boat, man. I just really chilled. I binge watched, watched the little ones just, ride their bikes around the neighborhood and stuff. So I just chilled.
What are you guys on right now? Like watch wise? Like what are you watching?
Nothing. I just
I'm-
finished Power, so.
I mean, binge watch nothing, bro. I've literally just been watching just normal shows that I normally watch.
Yeah.
I haven't touched anything on Netflix.
Kind of
or
missed the
anything like
boys. The boys
It's
gave
the
me a
boy-
good laugh. It was a stress reliever too because
that. I'm telling you, the boys
the
is that,
stuff that goes on in that show, you're like, yo,
like-
this is some sick stuff.
bro. This is crazy, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's the boys, man.
I've so I watched Power in 3 days, 2 days,
Yeah.
2.5.
Wildin'.
Yeah, so I watched
10
Power
shows
in
in 2 days. Okay.
Yeah, so it was all right. And I told you guys I did the last Kingdom. That was pretty dope. And I'm about to start the Vikings. I'm watching Shooters right now. I accidentally went on it.
Shooters.
Yeah, it's
Tell
Is
me,
that old based on the movie?
based on the
Yeah, I
movie.
saw that series. Yeah, I saw that series
I'm
a
watching
long
that
time
tell
series
me,
right now.
has anyone of you guys done this, or any fans done it? Comment on our Instagram if you've done this, where you binge watch a show on like a Tuesday or Wednesday night, and you know you got to be up early for work, and it's
you
like
can't stop.
2 a.m. and you
you
can't
can't
stop, and then you look at the time at like 4, and then you're excited because you got to see the ending, but you're upset because you got to be up in 2 hours, and you're like, damn.
One
Yeah.
time I had 30
Yeah.
minutes to get up.
What were you watching?
Ozark, yeah.
I did that with
minutes.
Cobra Kai,
Yeah,
and I
know.
did that with Power.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
30
nah.
minutes. I'm like, yo, there's no point. Let me just go ahead and start getting the food ready for the kids. Dude.
I did that with Queen of the South. I watched Queen of the South one day. There was one season that I was just like so caught up. I just want to know what's next,
What's next, yeah.
and that sucked. But other than that, 2:00 is my cutoff. Like it's 2:00 at night is my binge watching cutoff. Like at whatever I'm watching, 2:00 is when I put everything down.
So it could be really good. And
it could be really good. 2:00 is like when I say no. You have a long day ahead of you. Let's just
You know what's
force
funny
it.
about what he said? I don't believe him.
I don't believe me.
Because I be getting these text messages at
like
3:30
in the
4
morning.
o'clock in the morning. So I don't
Yeah,
believe
no,
that
no,
about me.
That's when I can't sleep. So, but but I turned the ish off like at 2. Like whatever series I'm watching, I turned off at 2. Because if I continue watching, then that wind down period is not gonna be there. And my wind down period is long, as you can see.
You need 2 extra hours.
I need an hour and a half to wind down and to fall asleep, bro. Like it's just.
I'm telling you, can't. When I get on Madden or play somebody online on Madden, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just give me like an hour. I'll be good, and I'll be there till like 2:00 in the morning. I still haven't wind down yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, no matter what, you have to separate yourself from whatever it is that you're doing, gaming or binge watching, whatever. You have to separate yourself, and then just wind down. Because the other thing that get me caught up sometime too is like online poker, and that will get me hooked too, man. It's like, especially when you're winning. Man, you don't want to leave the table at all, bro. You see your bankroll just go, and it's like, yo, I ain't leaving no time soon.
Till that day start going
for
down.
For a moment, you start looking at the clock, and then, you lose that big hand. You're just like, all right, I guess it's time for bed.
That's what it's always time for bed.
Yeah, it's like you look at it, it's like
that money's going down.
Yeah, that money is like dwindling.
Yeah, we gotta go now.
Because you have that cutoff too, like. I don't know if it happened to you, but you've been playing poker, right? You know what you bought in for, right?
Yeah.
And you make some money on top of what you bought in for, right?
Yeah.
So you're playing with house money now. And you were saying, like, say for instance, you're $100 in house money, right? And you say, all right, if I fall back down to 50, that's what I'm cutting off. You fall back down to 50, but that hand was so close, you're like, all right, let me play one more hand.
You drop down to 30. You're like, yo, I got it. I was right there.
Yeah, it's like, yo, no, I got to get back up to 50.
I gotta get back up to 50. And then I'll stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I get my money back.
Yeah.
Yo, that happened to me a lot, bro. So you realize you're in your money now, and you're just like, damn.
Then you there for
You're there
2+ hours.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yo, so we got a crazy show this week, man. We're just going to do a continuation of what last week was with 2021 free agency. So we rocking up the tight ends and the wide receivers today, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Man, so before we get started, let's rock on news, man. Yo, we really going to talk about Alex Smith?
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, we can mention it, man. Go ahead. Just read that. Read
All right, man. Alex Smith says Washington football team did not want him as he attempted to return from the leg injury. How do you guys feel about that? And I'll tell you how I felt about that.
For me, man, I don't know if that's true, right? It's one side of the story. And... I mean, dude, you suffer a ridiculous injury. They just don't want the liability, or they don't want the image. Like you have to understand it's a business, and you have to look at it from that perspective. Because if he had went in and re-injured that leg, yes, he's gonna get some slack for wanting to play. But I'm telling you, the organization is gonna get a lot of pushback. Like, I can't believe y'all let him play, knowing what he suffered the last time. Blah blah blah. And it's a black eye for the corporation. So I mean, I can understand both sides. So that's just my take, man. And I would want to know what the real truth is. So,
me personally, man, I think they didn't want him. I think all those reasons, but also Washington wasn't trying to win a game, man. They're trying to get the quarterback, and
but he ended up playing though.
He ended up
so
playing,
it worked out for both sides.
Not really. All right, so think about it. It worked out as for Alex Smith because now he played. He proved that he made a comeback.
But they made it to the playoffs. But now I can't start Alex Smith because he re-injured at the end of the season. Then I have no backup quarterbacks. Now I'm starting.
No, I get what you're saying. I can understand that future thought.
Imagine if they had a franchise quarterback. They started one that had a franchise quarterback with the defense that they had.
Right.
And
I get what you're saying. I feel you on that.
That's where I see it at.
I mean, they got some money. Yeah, they got $42 million in cap space. So
I mean, trying to get a quarterback in the
Alex Smith got the ending to his movie, man.
We're moving up.
You feel me? He got the ending to the movie.
Oh so yeah. We were talking about that.
He came back
30 for 30.
He came back. He's ready to rock. That's a good movie. That's a good ending right there.
Yeah,
so
if he would have beat Tampa.
And all they need is they need a quarterback.
That's what they need.
Quarterback and a wide receiver.
Yeah.
They have Scary Terry.
I get you. And they need another receiver.
They need another one, but there's a lot of Green Bay needs another one too.
Right.
So I mean,
no. Green Bay needs a better one. Green Bay has two receivers.
They just need a better one.
But they have two separate receivers, meaning they have two number 2 receivers, right? They have
You're talking about Lazard and
Valdez, MVS.
They don't even have two of Lazard or MVS, right? So they need one. Trust me, if Green Bay gets a top receiver next season, Lazard and MVS will not be. It's going to be one of those two.
Yeah.
And I think MVS is on his contract this year anyway, so I think he's out if they get a receiver. But yeah, so that's Alex Smith's scenario there. And then we got other news with Cam Newton on I Am Athlete stated that there's not 32 players better than him in that position.
There's not 32 quarterbacks better than him in the NFL.
Yeah. And what do you guys think about that? I mean, 32 is a lot.
I think it's debatable. So we're just gonna have a little fun with this. I'm gonna list off.
I mean, it's not really debatable for me. I don't think there's 32 quarterbacks in the league better than Cam.
Not 32.
Let's talk about it.
I don't think all 32, but there's a good
amount.
Majority.
Right.
Is it 50%? Is it 75?
He didn't help him. He didn't help himself.
He didn't help himself.
He didn't help himself this last season.
In theory, I listened to the good majority of the show, and in his defense, he was preparing for this season. He didn't really have an off season. It's a new team, a new coach, a new system, everything. Yes. Could he have done better? Yes. You had him.
Yeah.
And there was games that lost you. He lost you
the game.
Yeah. The weekend. Like
weekend.
So
had like 7 points, 3 points.
He had like negative.
Oh, I remember that one.
So let's have some fun with this. So obviously he's not better than Pat Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers.
Nope. Those are the tops right there, right?
Russell Wilson, Deshaun Jackson, Ryan Tannehill. To me, he's not better than Ryan Tannehill currently in his current state.
As a quarterback, I think he's better than Ryan Tannehill. On the team that he's on and what he has done.
Are you taking Ryan Tannehill or Cam Newton this upcoming season if you're a GM or an owner?
Based on production, I would take Tannehill. Based on what he did last season.
Enough said. Josh Allen, he's not better than Dak. He's not better than Lamar. He's not better than Brady. Of course not. Kyler Murray, no. Matt Ryan, no. Stafford. Justin Herbert, no.
No.
Drew Brees is gone. Kirk Cousins.
Woo.
You're asking me?
No. And the reason why, because
I'm asking you.
Kirk has Jefferson and.
You saying
so
Cam
no?
is better?
I'm saying no. Wait. So if we're putting Cam in Kirk Cousins on Minnesota, is he going to do better than
who is currently there?
That's
how we're doing.
That's how we're doing
looking at it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm taking Cam over Kirk.
Hell no, I won't.
I'm taking Kirk Cousins.
I'm sorry.
I'm taking Cam over.
All right, tell me why. Tell me why.
Because he's a dual threat. Kirk Cousins throws a lot of interceptions. Cam does not.
Hey, you don't need a dual threat when you have
a lot of
because
interceptions
you got whatchamacallit, but still.
And Cam did throw a lot of interceptions.
But he didn't throw more than Kirk.
Cam has never been accurate though.
In one game,
Kirk is not an accurate quarterback either.
Hey, in one game, Cam had more interception than catches. Than actual catches. So I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Bro, but that's not Cam's fault.
It's 2-1. It's 2-1.
Oh my God!
We're taking
Cam's
Kirk.
fault.
All right, go.
Joe Burrow. We're taking Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe.
Phillip is gone.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. Jared Goff.
He's probably the only one that I can debate.
Jared.
It's a great line for me.
All right,
for
I'll
Jared.
Baker Mayfield.
No, I'll take Baker over
I'm
Cam.
taking Baker.
I'm taking Baker over Cam.
Derek Carr.
Taking Derek Carr over Cam.
Yeah.
Teddy over Cam.
Yeah, go ahead with that. Yeah,
Ben over Cam. Jalen Hurts over Cam.
He
came in and
he's capable.
He got capable.
I haven't seen the tape yet, man. I want to see a full season. I want to see a full season.
But he got what's the name out of there?
Yeah, he got wins out of there.
Wins out of there.
Cam versus Cam.
Sam Darnold.
I'll take Darnold. Darnold just hasn't gotten. He hasn't been healthy.
He hasn't had.
And
He hasn't been healthy.
And then
he had the biggest disease in
in football.
Yeah,
in Adam Gase. Like it's crazy.
Woo! Jimmy Garoppolo, boy.
This one right here.
I'm taking Cam, bro.
This one right here. This is actually the only black and white line.
But Jimmy did good in New England though. For the short stint.
He only had he didn't play a full season. He only had 2-3 games.
He did well.
He got traded.
He did. It did phenomenal. He was able to get a ridiculous contract out of it. So in that case, in Jimmy G and Cam, I'm gonna go with Cam.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cam with that one too.
And the next one is
Tua.
I'm gonna go Tua. Before I would have took Cam last season before the season started.
Before the season started last year,
took
boy,
Cam.
every show. Can we go back? Cam was the man.
Cam was the man. Cam was the man until
I think that's the biggest thing y'all had to eat.
Yeah,
me too. I was saying Cam to the Dolphins too.
Yeah.
So we all had to eat that one.
I mean, once again, I think
Alex
it had
Smith,
a lot to do with the offense and him learning in no offseason like you were talking about before. So if he was because from what we've been hearing is that offense is very difficult to understand.
Yeah.
I'm not giving a quarterback that. I'm sorry.
Listen.
This is why I'm not giving a quarterback that excuse. I'm sorry. You can't use that. I don't care what you want to say, Cam. Like I'm not giving you that. This is why. Let's see how Phillip Rivers was didn't have an offseason.
No, but he wasn't in New England system. I'm talking about New England system.
No, but I'm saying he went to a new team, knew everything, and he did better than Cam. Significantly better.
England's system is difficult. It's more difficult
than
any other system.
Put it this way.
Garoppolo left New England and went to San Francisco and he sucked. Right?
Garoppolo was never...
No, he was never good.
He was never good.
But he was good in New England.
These players were never good.
He was good in New England.
No, he was just... It's just
all of New England quarterbacks left the system that they did well in New England and then sucked and
But what that says about Cam, like...
He's learning a new system that's
No. This
not
says...
for him.
This says, like, sucky-ass quarterback can be in that system and perform.
Yeah, I think
that's the other way to look at it. Not looking at it where this system is complex. Nah, the system ain't no damn complex. Yo, quarterbacks made a lot of money coming out of that system. Put it that way.
True.
Yes. Yeah, they suck, and that system made them look like God gift to quarterbacking.
I think Cam is a backup quarterback in the NFL
now. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Not even now.
There's like
this year and the injury year too.
There's about two teams that he could probably start at if there's Chicago.
He's not better than Trubisky.
No.
I don't think he's better than Trubisky.
Dude, tell me like
I don't think he's better than Trubisky.
In the past 2 years, tell me what has Cam like. Tell me what Cam did to like.
I know he
gain my respect.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like
I'm talking about Cam now. I'm not talking about his career.
Right. Like I'm not looking at his career. I agree with PJ.
Right,
no, Cam before was phenomenal, dude. He's real Superman, busting the chest out and all that stuff. Cam right now needs to button his shirt. Like that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
button his shirt, bro.
Of course, man. Like,
all
dude,
right, Mike Glennon.
Listen, wait. Yo, listen.
Mike Glennon, though, bro.
2019, I gave Cam the benefit of the doubt. He was injured and all that stuff. You came back healthy. You talk a whole bunch of crap. You went on the same show and say, "Hey, all I need is a chance to show what I can do." You got the chance with the best coach in the damn NFL, and what happened?
I don't know, bro.
You did your worst. Button that shirt up, bro.
Hey,
but see,
I don't know if he's listening to the show, but there's some animosity because he was on your team. He got drafted on your team, man.
I'm telling you,
that's always like that.
You do me over in fantasy. I'm gonna be real, man. Like I'm gonna tell you what it is.
You're still upset. You upset because he ain't make you win. That's all that was.
Bro, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I remember looking at his squad a couple times, and Cam was the reason why he lost.
Yeah. He lost, and every time you look at, all he needed was like 2 more points.
Cam it was like 7 points.
If he would have just made 8 points,
Cam had just gotten a touchdown.
Hey, you could have picked up any quarterback off of free agency that week,
and I would have won.
And you'd have got it.
Jesus, like, dude, man, that dude done, man. That dude done. Like all
right, so Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, easy.
I don't think Cam is better than him. I'm sorry. Cam hasn't shown me
not better
I would
than
take Daniel Jones.
I'm taking Daniel Jones
right now. I'm not gonna mention Mike. Cam is better than Mike.
We got to mention Mike Glennon, bro.
Cam is better than Mike Glennon, bro.
Everybody on Jacksonville.
Drew Lock.
That's another great line.
Debatable.
That's another great line. I would probably go over the veteran than over him because he has not played well. But
if I'm picking a veteran to go replace Drew Lock, I'm sorry, I'm going with Fitzmagic. Cam
Fitz is better than Cam.
I'm taking Fitz.
Fitz is better. Fitz proved it.
Because Fitz is more of a team player. He's a pocket quarterback, and he's looking out for the receivers. Cam doesn't see 1 and 2.
The energy that
we all said it. Fitz should have never got benched. with the whole
with
the whole
But
Tua
I guess why
situation.
and that's the thing. Like the more I think about this, right?
He should have never got benched.
So they benched Fitz and brought in Tua because they wanted to see what they had, right?
Yeah.
Tua didn't do that great, but at the same time, he didn't do that bad. He's like a middle of the ground kind of dude.
Well,
Don't be surprised if they do something in free agency or in the draft.
Like, think about that. I agree
I
with
don't
him.
think that's
no,
right.
No, think about that. I agree with him. You looked at Tua and was like, listen, we need to see what we have because we could go after another quarterback
With the third pick.
With the third pick in the draft. Now, look at what just happened. I know what I got in Tua. Deshaun Watson.
No, you don't.
Listen. Okay, well, we're going to go to comparisons. In free agency, in draft, you would have looked at, okay, is there another quarterback that's maybe better than Tua? Right? The options of what we saw in Tua. Now you're going into free agency like, oh, hell, we can actually maybe trade for Watson. Now we know what we got in Tua. Now, does it make sense to ship Tua out for Watson and what Watson can actually do?
I can't answer that question because I don't think
We haven't seen anything from Tua.
Yeah, Tua has shown me glimpse of his accuracy, which is ridiculously good. Certain of his passes and stuff like that. I think he needs a full season,
Full off
with
season,
the,
too.
full off season with the team,
With
with
the
the
wide
wide receivers, so you could see what Tua could do.
I agree with
think
that.
I agree with that.
A week comes and you're just like I don't remember what week it is, but I'm just gonna say week 6, and you're like, oh, the team is winning, and we're just gonna bench Fitz and we're gonna start.
I don't think
Tua.
you should do that.
Right.
But now,
that doesn't
let's talk about where we're at
confusion.
right now. And here's the question for you: where we're at right now, you saw Tua, you know what Tua could bring. The option is there. You have an opportunity to go after Watson.
I wouldn't do it.
Despite what
You're
we
going to
do.
have to give up too much to get Watson.
Let's just say you don't. Let's just say you give up Tua. You give up 2 first-round picks, either 2 this year or 1 this year and 1 next year, because that's where it's going to be at, or
To me-
somehow being some
to
type
me-
of Winston trade.
To me, the Dolphins will be better by building the line and adding definitely like an Aaron Jones or a running back, but they need to build that offensive line to give Tua an up. I would keep
So
Tua.
keep Tua, build the
offensive line.
go after Aaron Jones,
Go after Aaron
and
Jones.
then another big time player as far as receiver.
Yeah, as far as receiver. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Let me ask you. All right, now that we're talking about the Dolphins and and Tua and on
We
the
were
whole
talking
scheme.
about Cam.
Because
but-
at the end of the day, you're going to have to give up way too much to get Watson. And then you're going to put Watson back in a similar situation that he was in
in Texas,
with a
in
soft line.
Texans with a soft line. He's been with a soft line all.
I agree with you. So let me ask you this: if, say, for instance, they add some weapons to the line, right? And they get Aaron Jones, where would you project? So Aaron Jones is on the Dolphins. Where would you project Aaron Jones? First, second, third, fourth, where?
Second. Late second.
you got to get Aaron Jones in the second, no matter what.
Because so fantasy football is equated to volume, right?
Yep.
He's going to get all that volume.
Exactly.
So I'm taking him just off of that reason.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's
I
the
would
reason why
consider
we
him
took
late.
Bell.
I would consider him late first, to be honest with you.
I'm not reaching.
He's
I'm
gonna
not
come.
reaching.
He won't go
He's-
late second. He'll come in like early second.
I
Late
promise.
first, early
How much
second.
you
I
want
wouldn't take him
if he
late
if he
first.
signs with the Dolphins? How much you want to bet before, by the time we draft, Aaron Jones is going in the?
No, I'm not gonna. Bet
Yeah,
what-
but
we
the
know what
reason
type of
why
league
I
that
wouldn't
we're
take
in.
him that early, me personally, is that running back success is equated to their offensive line.
Right. So you have
Look at Taylor with
I said
the
if they
Colts.
beef up the line.
If
keep
they
Tua-
beef up the
that's what I
line,
said.
yes,
That's what
yes,
I said.
I'll do it.
They beef up the line.
If they do
keep Tua.
yeah,
And then
I
have-
would reach possibly. Yeah,
Because I can't think about.
I would take him over
there's
like an
not
Ezekiel Elliott.
There's not 9
Over a
or
mix in.
8. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
not 8 running backs in the first
No,
round that I would pick.
it's
over.
Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, Kamara. Who else?
Dalvin
Dalvin Cook, Henry, C-Mac,
right?
Yeah.
Possibly Chubb, and
and
that's it.
Saquon.
And Saquon.
And that's
No,
it.
And that's
actually, we didn't
And
even
it's
get a chance to
arguable
talk
with
about
if
this.
Kareem is still with Chubb.
Right.
That's arguable.
We didn't even get the chance to talk about this before we start the show, but Carolina was even talking about putting C-Mac into a trade to get Watson over there.
Yep.
How do you feel about that? I mean, does that
Yep.
make sense?
If before they do that, I want to trade him.
I mean, C-Mac to me is like
It's kind of
comes to running
untradeable,
back.
right?
Yeah.
It's kind of
I
untradeable to
wouldn't
me,
do
yo.
that.
I'm like, it's C-Mac, bro. Like,
Bruh.
We talk about the God. That boy is the god.
Trade his ASS in a
Watson?
minute.
For what?
No. I'm not for Watson. I'm saying like in our dynasty.
Oh yeah. No, I'm talking about.
Him away,
I'm talking about for Watson. Would you trade C-Mac for Watson?
Would I trade C-Mac for Watson?
Because you're trading
Yes.
C-Mac.
Yes.
I don't think Teddy's that bad.
It's not. It's not about being bad. Like so. All right, you have Teddy. You're gonna be mediocre forever, right? You're not gonna get to the Super Bowl. Like no matter what weapon you put
Yeah,
around
but
Teddy.
that team needs to build the defense. If you have C-Mac, you have
You have what?
Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, and these guys. I think it's
To
serviceable
do
to get.
what? Serviceable is not. Serviceable don't win Super Bowl.
So how
Serviceable
many games
don't
do you
make
think?
playoff.
If you beef
How many
up the
games do you
defense,
think Watson would win you though? Do you really think Watson's gonna get you the Carolina Panthers
Yeah.
into the Super Bowl?
based off.
Yeah. He's more.
Nah,
So
I
you're
don't.
telling me right now, C-Mac is more likely to take.
Nope, I didn't say that.
Then what do you? All right, so let me ask you this.
Carolina needs a lot of things.
No,
Firstly,
Carolina-
they need
so
their
all
defense
things
to
equal.
be.
All things equal. All things equal. Most likely to make it to the play. Make it to a playoff. All right. Teddy Bridgewater and C-Mac, or Watson and I don't know Mike Davis.
I don't think neither one of them gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it's like a
With the
squash.
same wide receiver
With
and
the
everything.
same wide receiver, I don't think neither
it's a
one of them gonna
squash.
make a win
Yeah.
to the playoffs. I don't see neither one of them making it to the playoffs.
C-Mac to me is
Bruh.
arguably
Listen,
the best
bro,
running
Fuller
back.
was on crack, and they still ain't getting into the playoffs. I'm sorry, bro. If you can't get into the playoffs with crack, how you gonna get into the playoffs, bro?
Bro.
Come on, man.
Bro,
You
but-
got Johnson,
wait, who
two
has-
Johnsons, you got crack, and you still ain't make it, bro.
Who has a better line? That's all the dude needs. He said, he's been speaking on this. Remember this dude.
The line is not ridiculously
let's-
better. It's slightly better.
But look, think about it this way: how many years did the Texans make the playoff? There's only 1 year. This is the second time since the dude has went to the Texans.
Yeah, but he had
didn't make it.
DeAndre Hopkins and he had all that.
Yeah, he still ain't get in there.
Yeah.
When? What are you talking about? He still didn't get in there.
He made it once.
He made
didn't
it once.
What do you?
It wasn't
There's
Hopkins'
one
first
time
year.
he didn't. What are you talking about? Look it up. Texans make
He
the
made it
playoff.
three out of the 4 years.
Yes. 3 out of 4 years the Texans make the playoffs, bro. What are you talking about?
So
dude?
Texans made the
because
playoffs
of
the year
him.
before? Listen, I don't know.
And they never made it before because
To me, it's too much of
Yeah,
a
it's
wash
too much of a wash to me.
for me to do that trade.
Let's go into the first quarter.
I
man.
don't see the wash, dude.
We got 2021 free agencies, the tight ends.
C-Mac has 2 more years in him, and then Watson, you have him for like at least 10.
I don't know.
That's the other thing you have to look at. The long-term thing. Which running back is lasting more than 4 years, 5 years? C-Mac has like two more good
Watson
years.
don't get a line
But
soon.
he ain't lasting
gonna
either,
last
so it don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, quarterbacks. That's what That's what he wants.
I guess, man. Yo, 2021 tight end free agency, man.
All right.
Let's rock it. We got ranked at number 10. I guess ranked number 1 tight end would be Hunter Henry, Chargers. What do you think Chargers do? Do you think they keep him, re-sign him? What do you think the projected contract would be for him for that year, for the whatever amount of years? Do you think it's a good pickup, or you think you let him go? 26-year-old guy.
I would sign him young. He's a decent tight end. He's not the best. He's not the worst, but he's definitely serviceable. With the upcoming with Herbert there, I think he needs those weapons. Obviously, he has Keenan Allen. He looked really good in his first year. I think he's going to progress on that and look even better. I think he's arguably going to top crack the top 10 when it comes to quarterback. So I would definitely give Hunter Henry a contract.
What do you think, man?
100. I mean, the offense is up and coming. They have a quarterback now, and they have some weapons. They really do have some weapons out there. Coaching staff is different. I would say, hey, they quarterback has 1 year with him. Hey, re-sign him and give the quarterback a chance. You know what I mean? I think Hunter Henry was a good asset to that. I think he re-signs there. I don't foresee him leaving.
Yeah, I think
tight ends doesn't move that much.
I think he's a great tight end. I mean, as far as his route running is good. No, great blocking. But my thing is with Herbert, is he a quarterback? Is he a quarterback that throws to the tight end? Because last year he didn't throw to Hunter Henry like that. He's more the guy that was throwing deep passes, throwing it to his running back. Hunter didn't get the ball like that. Hunter wasn't a fantasy threat as he was before when he was with Phillip Rivers.
Like Ren likes to say, there's now tape on him, so he's going to have to change his game up coming the second year.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to have to focus a little bit more on the tight end and build his game and round it out. I know he liked to do that deep pass and all that stuff like that, but there's tape on him now, so he needs to change that up.
I mean, projected contract for Hunter Henry right now is 4 years, $12 million average. That's about $48 million total, 23 in guaranteed money. What other team do you think, just for Hunter, is a good fit?
A pass catcher like that?
Arizona needs tight end. Needs a tight end right now. Bears need a tight end.
I would probably the Colts probably. Just
Colts is one that I was looking at.
Yeah, Colts.
Trey
Jets
Burton's
is
over
one.
there, but yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Jets.
Jets
would be Jets would be a good landing spot for him. There's a few teams that could use a tight end. I think
Cam stays, New England
needs it, but New England doesn't pay.
It can possibly even go to New Orleans.
Better figure it out. Because
New
right
Orleans,
now
New Orleans, New Orleans
Brady's
is a nice
reason.
location.
New Orleans is. But the thing is, does New Orleans have the money to pay him? Right now, they're significantly over the cap, man.
Well,
I think they have to just go into the draft and go to draft a tight end.
When they drop after they release Breeze or no?
Yeah, but it's not that much. The dudes, I think they're like $60 million over the cap. How much are they over the cap?
I think the biggest threat is the Colts.
The Colts is the Colts
because they just as we know got Carson Wentz, so they're probably going to look to continue. They got a really good offensive line.
If they beef up that tight end position, and get Hunter Henry.
They need probably a little bit more prominent receivers.
Yeah.
Because the defense is pretty good.
Well, I think T.Y. We were talking about T.Y. last week. Before we were talking about T.Y. leaving. I don't see T.Y. I know we're going to talk about receivers, but I don't see T.Y. leaving just because Carson Wentz came down and Carson Wentz likes to throw that ball. Remember how Carson Wentz was throwing that ball with Deshaun Jackson over there? So he likes that.
Yeah, he can put the ball down the field, so that's a good thing.
So T.Y. is not going anywhere.
Yeah. Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, man, Jonnu. That was. Did you have Jonnu Smith last season fantasy?
I think not me.
I had him he was like one of the flex play type deal where I just rotating in and out, but he was all right, but nothing to write home about. I mean,
he only had 41 receptions. I think he averaged about 7.5.
Yeah, because how the Tennessee play ball, you know what I mean? It's just kind of weird.
It's Henry. What do you mean?
It's Henry and
AJ.
AJ. Yeah. Sometimes they'll sprinkle a little Davis in there, see what happens, to add a little flavor.
It's good for fantasy because you know where the ball is going.
Right. But Jonnu Smith, if he's trying to be that pass catcher, I don't know, man. Where would you put him? Jets, probably? Somewhere around there because it's a big body.
Jets need a tight end.
I don't think he's leaving. I think he stays with Tennessee because.
True that. It's not going to cost
them.
him.
Receivers get surgery done.
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown. Yeah, it was. I think it was.
But he's going to
clean up.
It's just to clean up his knees.
Yeah. I think he'll stay. 4-year projected contract, 4 years, $9.5 million average. So he's looking at about $38 million.
Yep.
I see him staying. But like we said, we brought up there's Arizona that needs a tight end. There's Chicago that needs a tight end.
Yeah.
Seattle needs a tight end. His services, depending on what team he goes to, what the cap issues are, they need a tight end. He can go to there. Saints needs a tight end. Tampa.
Saints got so much question.
Gronk is there, but serviceable, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think Tampa's going to be in the runnings because they have to pay their other receivers.
We're going to get
multiple people out there. But Jacksonville needs a tight end right now. They need a tight end that they can build with, as far as what they have right now after going to pick up their the quarterback, the franchise quarterback, which is Trevor Lawrence, right? So that's going to be a lot. But I do see him staying in Tennessee. I don't think they're going to mess up that rotation. I even see, as we're going to talk about, Corey's probably staying up there too. We have the next tight end, Gerald Everett, with the Rams, 26 years old.
Still a young dude.
Still a young dude, man, but it's the Rams, man. Rams were just going in and out with tight ends, and And it wasn't like any of them were doing any good.
So they have Stafford now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a completely different situation, completely different team. I would re-sign this guy. I think that they got rid of the problem of why they lost to Green Bay, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. So I think Stafford is a better overall quarterback than Jared Goff is. You add Woods and you add Cooper Kupp to that. The running backs is great. I think they have one of the best coaches in the NFL. And you sign back, you keep the same team intact.
Yeah.
And you add a better quarterback.
Yeah.
Let's see what this team could do. So I would re-sign him. It's not going to cost you a lot. He's a decent guy, very athletic. So I would re-sign him.
Fantasy-wise, what would you?
And not only that, they play a lot of two tight end sets. So it would make sense for them to re-sign him. You can re-sign him for the cheap. Higbee, on the other hand, who is the other tight end there, if they don't re-sign Everett, Higbee is going to be a really top. It's going to be a top 10 tight end, to be honest with you. Because I don't know if you remember in 2019, the end of 2019, Higbee was on fire.
On fire.
Yeah. So with Everett out, Higbee actually usually performs. So if Everett is gone, I could see Higbee getting a lot of looks. But if, say for instance, he goes, I see Everett on Patriots.
Yeah,
he's cheap.
I like that.
He's cheap. He's a good tight end. He has a big body, so I can see Belichick doing some things with him. And he loves Belichick. Complex scheme. Loves tight end.
Yo, all right. We got Rob Gronk. Think Rob Gronk goes back to?
Man. He's not going. He's not leaving.
He's not going
Brady.
back to Patriots.
It's Brady or nothing, man.
It's Brady or nothing.
We don't even need to go into depth. There's no possibility of any other team. The dude will retire alongside Brady.
Yeah, I mean, we'll wait till we're wide receivers because
yeah, you got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we got to read that situation. It's tough.
All right, we kind of talked about the Saints here.
Somebody's not going to be there.
We kind of talked about the Saints here. We got Jared Cook, free agent. I mean, the guy is 33 years old. That's probably another guy I see going to the Patriots. That's really cheap, big body. Veteran tight end, but you're only going to pay him like 1 year contract, $5 million for the year.
I don't think
he stays there.
Tampa.
Not Tampa. Patriots.
Patriots.
Yeah,
possibly.
Who?
Jared Cook.
Jared Cook. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
6'5", 250 pound tight end.
And he can catch.
Run a 40 and 4.5. 4.4.
He's kind of a poor man's Gronk, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Gronk is poor man too, but yeah.
His whole career has been very
up and down.
Yeah. Inconsistent.
Yeah.
He's like a definition of inconsistent. Like he'll literally win you some fantasy weeks, like 2 of them, and then just be completely absent.
Yeah,
he'll give you 33 points and then disappear for like 6-7 weeks.
You can only hope he plays great the weekend that you don't have your starting tight end.
Yeah.
And he'll come out and actually play.
Yeah.
But I do see him probably either staying. It all depends on what the Saints are trying to do. You know what I mean? Because they got that cap issue. Right.
Yep.
So we got Anthony Firkser, which is also Tennessee's tight end too. 26-year-old.
He's cheaper because you weren't hearing a lot about with Firkser throughout the season. I mean, there were a few games that he came in and did his thing, but I see them re-signing him because he's a young guy and he can play and he can block. So I think he will get re-signed by
6'2",
Tennessee.
246 pounds. Knows how to route runner. He is a blocker. He can make big issues as far as the defense goes. Depending on the linebacker that's holding him. What size, speed.
Yep.
But he's cheap. 2 years, $4.5 million. I mean, that's cheap. And I think Titans is running two tight end schemes anyways, so they'll probably keep both of them.
Yeah.
Probably keep both of them. The one player and the last player that we've been talking about that we think they should upgrade is Trey Burton. Trey was with Chicago and then came to the Colts. What do you think about him?
He's underperformed.
Yeah.
And he's been underperforming, I think,
for years.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't really care too much about him. He's
I think
not somebody.
He's on his way out.
Yeah.
I think he has that potential, but it's just kind of like you gave him an offer, especially with Phillip Rivers loving tight ends.
Yeah.
So you thought, like, listen, he's gonna explode in that offense.
That was the plan.
It didn't happen. It was just kind of like, wow.
Yeah.
So you think he's out?
Yeah, I think I don't think they're gonna re-sign him or anything. Like I think Trey Burton didn't do anything in 2020 to make me like, hey, Trey Burton, that was great.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
Trey's gonna be a fantasy draft pick.
yeah.
I swear, Trey was only a fantasy draft pick this year for me personally. Was only because of Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have picked him up any other year.
True that. True.
So let's go to wide receivers, my dude.
Second quarter, man. Let's go.
We've been waiting for
Let's
this.
go,
Huh?
let's go with Ren's favorite. Not Ren. Sorry, my bad. PJ's favorite team. Go with Chris Godwin with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let's rock with Chris.
You're on the clock.
Chris is out. Chris
He's
is
out
gone.
now?
Yes, Chris is.
You don't
gone.
think they're gonna restructure all the other receivers' contracts and get Chris to stay?
What has he done? They won without him being.
Well, I'm gonna give
With
you wrong.
Jameis-
They
with-
won without
look at-
any of the receivers.
That is the wrong way to look at it.
I'm not looking
That
at it.
is not the right way to look at it.
I don't want to look at it for that
they
one
won,
game.
They won the Super Bowl without him, but getting there, they needed him. Like you have to look at it that way. You have to look at it where
He's the most pricey. All right, so we have AB,
Yep.
we have Gronk, we have him, all pass catchers.
Evans.
Godwin is the youngest. He's talented wise, the best at this point in his career.
right.
Amongst the three,
Yeah.
he's worth the most.
Yep.
I would sign the other two for cheap. You only have 28 million in cap space, and let Godwin go.
I wouldn't do that. I'll take the cap.
I'll take the cap hit.
I'll take the cap hit.
I'm Tampa. I'm taking the cap hit.
Listen,
I'm taking the cap hit.
I don't
on
know.
everybody
you
on the
have
team.
All right, so this is why I wouldn't do that. You actually said it. He's young.
24. Going on 25.
Why are you trying to get rid of young players? Like you don't do that. Yo,
AB's the one
for
I
one
need
more,
to get rid of.
Yeah, AB is the one you want to get rid of. He's on his way out. Like,
That's $5 million less that I got to worry about, or $10 million
dude,
less.
I'd rather take the young great guy than take a good guy on his way out.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're going to
24 to
they're going to
31?
need a quarterback probably after this year.
Yeah, that's draft. That's draft.
That's
Just
draft.
remember, draft automatically. If I draft a quarterback,
Yeah,
they
but
automatically- it doesn't
they're
affect
not
it.
going to get a top draft. They're making the playoffs again next year.
Listen, Brady's going to be 2 years. He's only going to have 2 years. They're not going to go after another receiver in free agency. They're going to see if they can run this thing back for the next 2 years.
And
that cap issue is
and
a big
having wide receivers like these guys will help you with a quarterback coming in. Like a quarterback coming in that has some talent. We'll go ahead and having these wide receivers to throw to. Hey, that's gonna help the quarterback out a lot.
Yeah.
Versus having you bring in a quarterback in a few years and then Antonio Brown is done, and now you're starting from ground zero with rookie quarterback, rookie wide receivers. It's more to rebuild at that point. I would rather get Godwin, keep Godwin, take the cap hit, and roll with it.
Yeah,
That's just my
and
take.
remember, Brady's contract is $25 million a year, which will go up because they're going to restructure it after winning the Super Bowl.
I would cut one of the tight ends. Tell Antonio Brown, hey, your career's back, so figure it out where you want to go.
I mean,
Career's right.
as far as the tight ends go, I mean, they were all rookies anyway, so they're not. They're
No,
under
in
rookie contract.
Tampa? No. That's
Who's on regular contract other than Gronk?
Tampa doesn't have rookie contract. Brait and what's his name?
Brait's
OJ
on-
Howard.
OJ Howard's on a rookie contract, bro.
Nah, bro.
OJ Howard has not been on the team that long, bro.
No, he wasn't. Remember, OJ Howard was on another team before he got to Tampa.
Dude, OJ Howard's
No,
been in the
OJ
league
Howard
like
got
3 or 4
drafted by
years.
Tampa, bro.
He's been he's
OJ Howard got drafted by Tampa from
he's
I think
not on a
Miami.
rookie contract.
Oh, I'll tell you OJ Howard contract right now, man.
So I would get rid of Brait was playing fire, man.
They're going to re-sign Gronk.
They're gonna re-sign- because of Brady.
Because of Brady.
So sign Brady. What have OJ Howard done in the past couple of years? Nothing.
But underperformed.
Like
Not a damn thing.
yes.
Yeah, nothing.
So I wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, OJ Howard's contract is it's on a rookie deal, 4 year, $11 million total for the 4 years. his signing bonus was $6 million of that, so they're only paying him $2 million per year.
So
It was on a rookie contract. You got to keep him.
cheap.
It's too cheap. It's $2 million. You don't lose at that.
Yeah.
Because
So
whoever is going to be, I mean, I don't know what Brate's contract
all right.
is.
So say for instance they cut Godwin. Where you see Godwin going? All right, let Godwin walk. Where you see Godwin going?
There's a lot of teams that could use Godwin.
A lot of teams.
I
That
found
could
out
use
the tight end you need to cut is Brate.
Brate. Yeah, Brate is making
6 year, $40 million
Yeah. So
contract with Tampa.
yeah, you can cut Brate, have
Yeah.
Gronk and OJ Howard in there.
Yeah.
Use Gronk as a draft somebody in like the 5th, 6th round. Have them like just make Gronk be the
teams
bridge
like
and then
Brate.
get rid of
Colts
Gronk.
could use Brate.
Not
Jesus.
enough money. Not enough money.
Yeah, they do.
How much money they have?
54.
54.
Oh, they got enough.
They got a
They
lot
got
of
a
money,
lot.
bro.
That's why I said
Even
there's
with Carson
no,
Wentz?
there's no
Yeah.
there's no reason why Colts shouldn't be stacked and in the playoffs. Like
Godwin to if you
49ers?
No.
Godwin to the Colts.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. That'd be
I'm
easy.
drafting dude in the second round.
That was his second round.
Yes,
Early too.
yeah, I'm drafting dude second round. I'm letting you know that.
But
for now.
he already got an alert on it.
I'm letting you know that now.
No, for real though. If Godwin should go to the Colts,
Yeah, he's number one.
what is a number one wide receiver first
He's
and foremost?
going to give you what he gave you 2 years ago.
And
Yep.
then he's going to give you that threat because if T.Y. Hilton still stays there, everybody's going to go back because of T.Y.'s speed and Godwin's right there in
right,
the middle.
exactly. Godwin played that intermediate.
And I guarantee you they're looking at that.
And
yeah,
Pittman is probably
exactly,
out. Pittman's gonna
exactly,
be out.
exactly. Allen Robinson is the next.
I like Godwin. He can go anywhere, really. He can go to. I would prefer Allen Robinson, which we're going to get into, maybe even Galladay as far as Dolphins. But I don't mind a Godwin going to the Dolphins. It's a good look. I don't feel like he's going to be like.
Yeah, he probably
scary.
have his house and everything in Florida already, and like he likes that no tax, no
Wishful,
income tax,
wishful thinking.
no income
I mean,
tax.
don't get me wrong.
Well,
I listen. I'd rather get the guy that the ball he can catch from any quarterback.
yeah. Oh,
Any
and Allen Robinson, right? It doesn't
Any
matter who the
quarterback.
quarterback is.
Any quarterback, bro.
All right, let's talk about him, man. Like Allen Robinson, I think he's gonna get franchised, which sucks. But if they let him go,
They're gonna probably do a sign and trade if they franchise him. He doesn't.
I would love to see this dude either on any one of these 3 teams. The Dolphins, of course.
Yep.
That's the selfish reason.
Yeah.
I would like to see. I would like to see him on Green Bay, or I would like to see him on the Colts.
He cannot be on Green Bay, man.
I don't know why y'all saying that, dude.
He can. It'll be
He
very
can.
unfair.
It'll be unfair.
Honestly, I'm a
That's-
big Aaron Rodgers fan, and I would love to see him on Green Bay.
You know, I'm gonna,
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna play that. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to trade for Allen Robinson and Madden football and see how that
Why
plays out with Green
wouldn't?
Bay.
Why wouldn't? Yeah, he will fit on Green Bay.
Yo, you know how? Yo, I'm definitely getting Aaron Rodgers as my quarterback. Then, like,
man,
that boy is throwing the ball.
I can't wait for this free agency.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm telling you, man.
Because whatever fantasy football strategy you have right
we're
now,
not
it's
talking
just
about
gone.
That has some decent. They have decent money. Baltimore Ravens.
They don't pass enough for me.
They don't pass enough,
Yeah, but
and they need that until I
mean,
see a
if you-
coach, a
if
quarterback
you-
coach over the summer.
if you bring a guy like that, it will force you to pass the ball.
True.
Washington as well. You guys talk about
Washington,
needing
yeah,
a
Washington,
guy.
Washington
I'm not-
would be good. Allen Robinson on
as
Washington
a
would be
free
good.
agency, as a free agent, excuse me, I'm not looking at Allen Robinson. Excuse me, as a free agent, if I was Allen Robinson, I'm not looking at Washington until I see who the hell's throwing that ball.
Right? Who is the quarterback?
Because
I
I've
agree.
True.
already
That's
went through
true.
Jacksonville. I already went through Chicago.
and
I need a quarterback that I know.
Yeah, you need a contender. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not-
He's
I'm not
looking
doing
at. I don't even think he's going to
And
come
he's
to Miami.
young.
I don't think he's going to come to Miami. I think right now he wants. He's 27, bro. He's on the tail end. This is his last contract, and he wants to win.
Yeah.
He wants to win something. So I know this dude is going to be looking at the teams that are competing and
Colts.
choose
Like
one of
the
those
Colts.
teams. So the Colts and Green Bay are even. Oh no, I don't know where they're going to get.
I would put Chargers on that list.
Chargers is not a bad look, but
They have
it's
the money.
tough.
It's tough. I mean, it's because like I said, as a 27-year-old, you're looking like, hey, this is going to be my last contract.
Yeah,
I need to get paid, but I also want to win.
Exactly.
Will Chargers
Exactly.
be that team?
A lot of people want to win the NFL and they don't.
Yeah, I mean, you can't Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
So I would just I don't know. Those are the teams. If I'm him, I'm looking at teams that are competing right now.
Tennessee, Titans,
I mean, Corey Davis is out.
Chiefs.
I wouldn't go to Tennessee.
I wouldn't go to Tennessee. I don't think Corey Davis is out either way. It's not enough.
Chiefs don't have enough money.
Tannehill can't throw the ball.
They don't need him.
Tannehill can't throw the ball.
Yeah.
And the
He can't
team
go to-
is.
I would
It's-
obviously
you can't go to
Just for Henry.
Colts are going to get a receiver.
Yeah.
What about Vikings?
No.
Nah.
Yeah, if Thielen and Jefferson and I would say Colts, Dolphins, and Chargers. Washington is a really good option, but
Seattle?
you don't know who's throwing the ball.
Bengals.
No.
Why not?
They're going to have the opportunity. To
AJ
get
Green is
receivers
not there.
anyways. They're going to have an opportunity to get another young receiver. Remember, they already have two. They got Higgins and they have your boy Boyd.
Yeah.
So even if AJ leaves, who cares?
True, but he would be good
They
there.
need to work on
Because
other
remember,
pieces.
they're going up against the Browns, man. They're going up against the Browns. You have to remember the division that team is in. It's one of the hardest divisions. They need
To me,
weapons.
no, they need to work on the defense a little bit more.
If I'm worrying about the offense of everybody else's team, then I need to make sure my defense is better too. Because I can go get another offensive player
Bruh.
or weapon, but that defense. Sucks.
No.
sucks,
Like, I agree with you with the defense. They need to improve on the defense, but you got to look at it this way too. The division that they're in. Listen to the
it's-
defenses.
Yeah,
Steelers,
Ravens,
Baltimore,
Steelers.
and the Browns. They
Yeah.
all ranked top 10 last
All right,
year.
cool. Now look at their offense.
And that's
the thing.
Even if you add, even if
Bengals
you
don't
add
start working on their defense,
Allen Robinson to that, that's not going to stop those defenses
Yeah.
are the best in the NFL.
Yeah.
It will. I'm telling you, adding weapons.
And
to these-
those offenses could score. So they need to work on their defense.
And them defenses can score too.
Yeah.
So unless Allen Robinson is gonna play both sides, it ain't gonna work out for him, man. It ain't gonna work out for the Bengals, man.
I'm so high on the Colts, it's not even funny.
Yo, Kenny Galladay, your boy. Until you got upset,
he's gonna be franchise tag.
that would suck if he's franchise.
Yeah, that
tag, bro.
really would.
That would suck for him.
No, he's gonna have to learn to play with golf.
For 1 year,
He's gonna have
Goff
to
is
learn.
$24 million contract.
He's
deal.
gonna
They're
have to
gonna
learn.
release
That's a
Goff after
punishment
year, bro.
no one wants to have.
He's gonna have to learn to play with golf.
I don't think they do it. I think they actually let him go because he's 27. Put a 4-year contract. He's 31. He's at the end of this year, man. Why drop that much money when you're in a rebuilding factor?
True that. True.
I will let him go. He also got that injury.
So they're gonna go with him.
And nobody
Marvin Jones.
knows what's going on.
No
with
one
him.
No one
knows
knows.
what goes.
That's
Only
the other
they
thing.
know.
Only him know.
Oh, no, yeah, I agree with you on that. Only him know.
Only him know.
Hey, maybe he has a master
Because
plan.
I don't think the team knows. Because think about it. The team had the dude dressed 9 games. 9 games and not put him on IR where you could have bring somebody up from your practice squad and put them in either to help on offense or defense. You know what I mean? Like, he duped y'all.
Yeah.
The entire year. No, I feel good. I feel good, coach. I feel like I can start. Then come Saturday night, he said no.
He friend tagged him. He's gonna
So
duke you again.
he's gonna dupe you again. True that. So
Maybe he knows that he wants out. You know, it's a
And it could be that
Everybody
too.
wants out of Lions, bro. Everybody. No one wants to be in Lions.
He's a top receiver. In
Stafford
the NFL.
left and gave another $1 million back to the community before he left. Like, thank you guys. Y'all deserve this more than I do.
Galladay's a top receiver in NFL and healthy. He is that guy. So
yeah.
I mean,
No,
So
I
where do you-
think he is.
All right. So a team that you think he not the team that you think he's not one of these competing teams, but a team that he would fit on. Like it would improve that team.
I know we don't talk about Jacksonville a lot, but if they draft what's homeboy's name?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence. You need to put weapons around him.
Yeah.
I know the dude. Who's the receiver out there that
Clark.
No, the other one that he had a good year the year
Cole?
prior. Not
Cole?
Cole.
DJ Shark.
DJ Shark.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said
Yeah.
Clark. My bad. Yeah.
DJ Shark is good, but you need a prominent guy if you're going to draft Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
So
I
I
can
would
see that too.
definitely. We haven't talked about them. They have the most in cap space. I think Crowder's gone, so they're going to need a guy there with Trevor Lawrence. So Galladay would fit that piece.
Giants too, man.
That's what you need to look at.
Giants too.
Giants would be a good fit for Galladay. And the notoriety by going to New York, and I mean, he may like coming out of Detroit,
Crowder.
going to New York,
I said Crowder gone. I meant Jets is
or even the Jets.
yeah.
Like these are the Jets, Giants. So either way, you'll be in New York. I can see that happening. Yeah, a replacement on the Bears for Galladay if Galladay leaves.
Nah, man, it's the same scenario, man. Like, it's the same situation.
I'm saying Galladay.
Bears.
Allen Robinson.
Bears, I'm not
touching
I'm leaving that alone.
Galladay's not going to the Bears.
Yeah.
Man. They got to see what the quarterback situation. Every top receiver is gonna listen. Bears right now are going to go through a rebuild unless they get a top quarterback on there. If they do not get a top quarterback, which it does not look like it's going to happen, just wash that joint. It's done.
True.
No receivers going out there. No one's going to check them out.
I agree with that.
Much it. That's done. Galladay's too good. Like I said, we can talk about Dolphins. We can talk about certain teams, Baltimore.
Yeah,
Once again,
these
it's about
guys are going to look at the offenses, make sure it's a established quarterback
to me, Seattle.
before picking.
Seattle.
Let me ask you guys a question. You guys,
depending on what they contract, because they're going to be losing the other receiver because he's getting old.
As-
Lockett. So
They're
imagine
not
having Galladay and
Metcalf
down there.
Let me ask you guys a question. As Dolphins fans, do you guys believe you guys need a running back more, or a receiver more, or to build offensive line?
The line
is
for
more
me.
important to me.
The line for me. Both offense and defensive line needs to be built. We need pass rushes on the defense, and the interior line. We sucked against the run last year, so we need some people on the interior line. So we need pass rushers. Need to beef up the interior line. Corners were good.
Just didn't have enough time.
We just did not have the pass rush wasn't there, and that kind of hurts us a little bit. And people were looking forward to running against us. Like they were getting people were having a lot of success running against the Dolphins. So that sucks.
No one's scary out there. I agree. It's offense, defense. I think then you start to go into the whole receiver because there was receivers that out there like one of the speed guys from Port St. Lucie. I can't remember his name right now, number 15, but he wasn't there because he said he didn't want to play with the whole COVID situation there. And I think the year before, he literally won 2 games just on catching the ball 5 yards and running for 50 to 60 yards, right?
Yeah.
And making a touchdown. So,
You're talking about Wilson?
Yeah, Wilson. Right?
Okay.
Still under contract. Not a lot of money that we're paying for him. But I think the Dolphins can play with receivers that they currently have. But like I said, man, I like Preston Williams. If Preston Williams can stay healthy,
man.
He helped Parker a lot because he makes Parker look way better than Parker actually is.
Yeah.
Right? So, and then, you got 2 guys that'll jump up for the ball, man. I think that's what Dolphins, to be honest with you, there's a lot of things that Dolphins were being affected by, but I think one of the biggest issues was Preston because Preston was catching those balls. He was a threat to the defense, and Fitzpatrick loved him. All he had to do was
did
just
drop
throw
a lot
that
of
ball.
balls too, man.
He did, but it opened Parker a lot more.
Yeah,
they
couldn't focus. They couldn't focus on Parker.
Yeah. So I would go with that. I mean, the running back game, I like Aaron Jones, but do I think they can probably pick another? They have money. They have to spend the money somewhere, right? So it's either going to get a running back or fixing up that line or getting a top receiver, or actually both of them. But I think they can probably pick up receivers in a draft, maybe even get a running back in the draft. But I think they're solid in that one.
Will Fuller,
crackhead.
Stop calling him dude.
I know.
But Will Fuller, man, he's not staying on Texans unless
ain't no unless
Watson stays.
Yes, I agree with you.
That is the only way he stays.
Will is gone.
And if Watson doesn't stay, man, dude is a speedster.
From Notre Dame, man.
Who needs a speedster?
Everybody. Definitely us.
Everybody needs a speedster, man.
They're projecting him at 5 years, $17 million. I think because of the incident last year, I don't think he's getting 17, and I don't think he's getting 5 years.
Who needs a speedster? Cincinnati needs a speedster.
But Cincinnati has Cincinnati has a speedster down there. He just ain't never get on the field because of injury. But they have that option.
Talking about Ross?
Yeah.
I'm done with him. No. Cincinnati needs a speedster. Chargers.
I can tell
needs
you
a
where he's gonna
speedster.
go. I think Fuller would be good on the Rams.
Who are you taking out?
Huh?
Who are you gonna take out?
Nah, he's the replacement for Cut that left last year. Yeah. You talking about?
Yeah.
That's
right.
what they need. They need somebody
That's
that can
what
stretch
exactly.
the
They
field.
needed
Yeah.
that third
They
receiver.
needed that. Yeah, they
That third
needed.
receiver. That's what affected them
that's
last
what
year.
affected them last year. They need that person down the field. Like, so I think Fuller would be good with Stafford that can
expensive.
sling it, bro.
Sling it, yeah.
Woo! I think Rams is a good one.
Yeah, I agree with you. Rams,
What do y'all think about 49ers?
What do you think about Green Bay?
Yeah, Green Bay would be good too.
Green Bay would be good.
Green Bay would be good because it's a
And
different
he's not-
game.
He's not going to be
He's
that
not-
pricey.
Right.
It's not that pricey, and he doesn't want the ball.
yeah, it's not. It's,
And
it-
he could catch it when it's
when
thrown.
it's thrown down, he can try. That's a good
Green
skill,
Bay is
man.
probably the best
Yeah,
fit
Because of the speed.
yeah, because
for
of the
both
speed.
parties,
I agree.
for the organization and for him.
Yeah.
Yep,
He catch a lot of bombs.
I agree with that 100%.
Can you imagine Devontae? You got to worry about and him.
Yeah. 'Cause you're just worrying about Devontae's just slants and jump balls. Now you
Yeah.
got to worry about this dude running down the field.
Yeah,
It's a problem.
How we gonna let Devontae go?
It's gonna be a problem. That would
Can't
be
let Devontae go.
that's definitely gonna be a problem, man. So I can definitely see him there. Hollywood Brown is on the Ravens, so it's kind of the same game. Chargers, but I feel like the
Keenan
Chargers.
Allen is not a speedster.
And Williams is there too. Williams
Williams is not a speedster.
He's not a speedster, but
I actually like him in Baltimore because I feel like sometimes Baltimore doesn't give Jackson enough time in the pocket, or Jacksonville doesn't, or Jackson does not stay in the pocket.
I think they need a slot more than like somebody playing.
Yeah, they
long.
need a
But
slot.
that's what I'm saying. I can put Brown.
'Cause
put
Hollywood
in
Brown
the-
is pretty
put Brown in the
fast.
slot.
Yeah,
Or Fuller in the
He's
slot.
not big.
He's just not big enough. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
he's gonna
So
get
Fuller,
hurt.
Yeah.
Fuller would probably be the best bet. You put him in
And
the
Fuller
slot.
doesn't play that. That's not his game. So I don't think Fuller will fit on Ravens, man. Because
Ravens need more of a Allen Robinson.
yeah, a position big body player
body player.
that can be in the middle, just moving, just work in the middle, like
Yeah.
that intermediate. Even Godwin would be good there.
and
like-
someone who's quarterback proof.
and
Listen,
yeah,
I'm not going there if I'm them. Jackson is great, but I'm not going there. I'm not wasting my time. It'll be easy money, don't get me wrong, but I'm just not wasting my time to go down there, bro.
all right, yo, Juju,
Yeah.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Juju's staying in Pittsburgh, bro.
Pittsburgh don't have the money to keep Juju though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I mean, they'll just go over there.
Unless they're gonna get rid of Ben.
And
And if they get rid of
Who?
Ben, then who is their quarterback?
Listen, Ben is staying, but they're gonna restructure.
Right.
his
So
contract.
just to meet cap, they're trying to meet cap without. Right now, they're not even considering Juju's contract, and they're trying to meet cap with just Ben.
They're signing-
I think Juju fits best where he's a Robin. Where he's a Robin would definitely be Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Listen, if
I
they don't
even
keep
like him.
Juju,
I like him in the Colts too.
listen, if they don't keep Juju, you might as well let Ben walk. Because the receivers that they have, Claypool did well. Johnson?
Deontay did well.
Johnson did well. But I don't think that they're a big threat like that if you put Ben there.
No,
No, they are a big
They
threat.
are a big threat.
Wait,
Yo,
without
Juju, what
Juju?
did Juju do?
Juju
Oh,
did nothing.
no, he was the
Deontay, Claypool,
cheerleader.
and
Yeah.
Washington.
He was the cheerleader. What are you talking about?
And Washington, right? James
Yeah.
Washington.
yeah.
Those three are
They're serviceable.
Yeah, they're
Like,
serviceable.
They're serviceable. They can get rid of
I don't
Juju
know, but are they serviceable to play in
They
that
can
division?
get
Listen,
can get rid of Juju and still win.
and still win. Get rid of Juju. Get some cheap ass
they have the
veteran.
best, arguably the
Like-
best
Well, they already
defense
got
in the
they
NFL.
already got another quarterback though.
No, not a quarterback. I'm saying like get rid of Juju. You have
get a
three.
cheap veteran.
Just get like another speedster or someone like even a Jones you can send to Steelers.
Bring back
Marvin
AB.
Jones, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
Send Marvin Jones to there. Like,
Yeah.
Bring back AB.
or bring back
Bring
AB.
back AB. Yeah,
Bring
You can
back
get
AB.
you can get him on the cheap.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bring back AB.
I'm just kidding. They
they
he
not
don't get
gonna-
along with
Yeah.
Ben.
Yeah,
Juju, I think Juju's out. If I'm like I said, if I'm him, I'm going to a place where I'm not the guy, so I can look like I am the guy.
Exactly.
And that's Green Bay.
Yeah. That's a.
That's when I could dance and everybody's
thing.
happy with me.
Yep.
All right. Who do you?
Corey Davis.
All right. Who do you pick? Juju or Will Fuller? In Green Bay.
In Green Bay,
In Green Bay. Who do you take?
Juju.
I personally would go
I would
with
take Fuller.
Fuller. I'm gonna tell you why, because this is a different
Juju's
game.
not fast like that.
Yeah.
he's just basically same speed as Adams, and
he's a disruptor, man. Like that's
all that. But I don't know, man. I think all that dancing stuff would end when he goes to Green Bay. Green Bay don't play games like that. Green Bay is like going to New England.
But I thought the Steelers didn't play games.
The thing about this dude, Will Fuller, is that availability is the best ability, and he's never available one way or another. So whether it's injury, whether it's I don't know, drugs and
the PEDs,
steroids and all. I have no idea. He's just one way or another. He's not on the football field. Enough, and Juju is. So that's why.
But doing what?
But
it's a better option.
He's better than MVS and Leonard. Lazard, I apologize.
Now listen, Fuller went off. Fuller went off last year, and he played well.
Fuller went off because he was on roids.
I'm just saying.
That
did go off last year, and he played.
I remember when I don't remember which one of you guys was like, y'all see Will Fuller? I was like, yeah, man.
That was Pete.
And then I start like feeling bad within myself. Like I'm like, damn, I was like that wrong.
Way. I'm like,
and then I saw the breaking news. I was like, man, I knew it. I knew it. Like I knew there was something.
Wasn't it a week after? Wasn't it a week after somebody got beat?
Yeah. I wish they had took away all the. I was about to curse fantasy.
Yeah.
Because somebody he was up the week before and just murdered you.
Murdered me, bro. Like.
I think he had like 50 points,
and
that was that.
And they won the championship.
2 days later, it was like, he was on PEDs.
Yeah, bro.
And they won
I
the
know
championship.
dude can't stay healthy, bro.
Didn't they win the championship?
They went farther than I did. I'll tell you that.
Oh man, Antonio Brown.
No, we got a Corey Davis.
Corey Davis. Oh, he's staying, man. Like, don't waste your time. He's staying. Yeah, it's staying. Like,
Davis is not going anywhere.
Yeah, Corey Davis, he ain't going nowhere.
All right, let's go Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown, man. He's fascinating, man. I think he would love to stay with Tom Brady. I think they will figure out a way for him to stay. But if he doesn't, I think Baltimore is where he needs to be.
Yeah, go. And he already has practice with his cousin up there with Jackson.
Baltimore is where that boy needs
Baltimore
to be.
Would be. Yeah.
Yep.
And, I mean, he's going to laugh at that $2 million if they're going to offer him. Tampa Bay offers him $2 million. I mean, he's going to go.
I'm telling you, this dude is not
He won a championship, so.
He's not going anywhere where there's not a veteran quarterback that he knows and sees that can pass the ball. I don't think that's one of the things he's going to be looking for.
And he no longer leads that deep pass ball anymore.
Right. He doesn't. He's not going to go anywhere. He needs a veteran quarterback that has been proven. He's not going to try out with no rookie or no second-year player. Even if the second-year player look flashy as hell, he's not going to go there. So he wants to be. You know where he can go? Kansas City, because he's not going to cost a lot. And with Watkins being out, he can replace Watkins. I think they can
do much more.
Right. They can cut Watkins to save cap. Pay this dude like $1 million or $2 million a year or something like that.
$5 million, $6 million.
Yeah, pay him like something like that.
14 than they paying Watkins.
Right, exactly. And you will have a better performer, and he will love that.
Yeah.
That he will leave Tampa Bay for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that would be funny if he leaves Tampa Bay and go on there and then they
play
made
again?
they play again in the.
Hey, that's what.
And he has a better chance of winning.
Yep.
That's what McCoy did.
McCoy did.
He still didn't play either game. Got 2 championship rings and didn't play not one game.
2 championship rings. That's gonna be in some frames and put up on some wall somewhere. Though.
A great practice squad guy wins 2 Super Bowl championships.
Yeah.
Gets suited up.
Right.
T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y. Hilton is staying now. He's staying now. He's staying now. If he doesn't stay,
he's staying. I don't see him not staying.
There's no reason not to.
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to stay, man. I don't see any reason not to stay. But maybe they don't want him though. You gotta understand. You gotta look at that too. Maybe they don't want him. They want to go young because everybody else is young. So they're trying to go young, and
they have the money to spend. So I could see that happening.
I mean, even if
the dude is 30,
give him
dude
2
is
years.
gonna be 32.
Give him 2 years.
How many wide receiver you see 32 and playing well?
True, but I can give him 2-year contract and make 1 year guarantee.
And 2 year what? 2 year what? What would you pay him?
But he's had a lot of injury riddled seasons.
Exactly, but still,
I'd probably give him like $6 million a year.
I don't know, man.
On a 1 year guaranteed $6 million. 2-year contract. See what he does for the first year.
I would rather take put it this way. No disrespect to T.Y. Hilton, he did his thing. I would rather take like a Curtis Samuels, a younger dude, 24 that I can have more games out of than to give this guy anything. Yeah, that's just me.
I mean, the one thing is that I'll keep T.Y. Hilton.
If I'm keeping T.Y. Hilton, I'm not paying him over 5.
He's part of the team that already knows this offense. And the only person that I'm adding on to this team for the offense is the quarterback.
Does he really know this offense, though?
T.Y.?
Yeah.
He's in an offense for what, 3 years?
No, he's in... No, nah,
He's been
2
with
years.
Frank has only been up there 2 years?
Yeah. So, I mean... So that's what I think he's staying.
If he leaves,
don't get me wrong. I think he's staying. Where would he go?
Yeah.
He's old, man. Like, that's the thing. So him commanding $8 million for a wide receiver that's 32, that's on his way out, that can't stay healthy any season. Nah, I'm not paying you that, bro. Like, you're not getting more than $5 million from me. And I think that's what teams are gonna look at him like, yo, you're just a plug. That's all you are right now. Like, you're just a plug, and I'll pay you $5 million. Take it or leave it.
He could be a option for Green Bay.
Like, everybody you're putting on Green Bay. For the rest of the show, don't put anybody else on Green Bay. Just like,
Green Bay needs it.
They need
I
it.
mean, you are gonna get one of these right. If you name every wide receiver that we name, they do need it. I get it.
He had a good season. He had a good season. We still
In
talking about
2018.
He had a good season in 2020. He had 42 of his 56 receptions went for either a first down or a touchdown in 2020. He had just had 6 drops on the past 101.
What's the total yard?
6 drops
He's
on
a
101
speedster,
catchable passes.
We're talking about T.Y., right?
Yeah.
What's the difference between T.Y. and Will Fuller?
Young age.
Yeah.
Yeah, but neither one can stay available.
No, I agree.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So
But
there's
age.
no...
Yeah, but age still.
Age.
I think Fuller's 27, T.Y.'s 31.
I think Green Bay is in a win now.
Yeah.
Nah, he is.
Yeah.
All right, Curtis Samuel, bro.
Oh, Curtis is going to leave Carolina. I don't think
Definitely leaving Carolina. He's gonna go to
Question is
Washington.
where?
Washington.
Washington's a good location.
Yeah.
Washington for sure.
Reunite.
Reunite.
With his
Send Cam
his
there
coach.
as well. Reunite.
Is Cam starting for Washington?
I mean, who else do they have?
Yeah.
So you got a job.
I mean, Allen is out there. You know what I mean?
Kyle
Allen.
Oh, so you're gonna bring back the whole family.
The whole family's back, bro. Like, it's like Carolina and Washington.
Yeah, the whole family's back there. Washington Panthers.
Yeah, Washington Panthers. And so that is really what it is. But I see Curtis Samuel's. I like. Listen,
Baltimore too, man.
Listen,
Baltimore's
Baltimore
a
would be
good
good too. I did not know Curtis Samuel game was like that. That he's that much of a gadget guy. Like until this season.
Baltimore like
But
gadget.
that was the thing, though. I think it was because of how the new coach from
49ers
college played. The new coach from college, he interpreted that offense inside into the team, and Rivera wasn't the guy that did that.
49ers will be a good look for him too, because the thing about the coach out there. He likes to. As a
receiver, man, I don't want to go to the 49ers, bro. Like, I don't want to play with Garoppolo.
I don't think Garoppolo's gonna be there. The dude is.
Who's a great fit out there in Garoppolo for these receivers?
But I mean, like, yo, the dude is scheduled to make 51 mil for what?
If he gets away with it, man.
In the next for 2
I
years,
wouldn't
51
be
mil.
So
listen,
they have no other option.
He's scheduled. He's scheduled to make 51 million in 2 years, right? Non-guaranteed. Yeah. Why not cut him and save that and get somebody else? I don't understand. Like, he's not that good to me. Like, that's just my take. So Curtis Samuel to Washington. That's what I see. I like Curtis Samuel a lot. He's actually pretty good, and he surprised me a lot this past season. I know his yardage doesn't look like great, but it's just how he was being used.
He won some fantasy games, man.
Yeah, it's how he was being used.
Yeah,
and, you know what I mean. So that's the thing. So that's it.
Very serviceable.
Marvin Jones.
Well, last one, Marvin Jones, my dude.
Mike Jones.
What do you look? What do you got him at? 30 years old, going on 31. I don't think he stays with Detroit.
No, he already said it. He already said he wants to go to a team that's. He said that in this week that he wants to go to a team that is competing. He's definitely leaving. He doesn't care. He's definitely leaving. That's why I think Green Bay would be a good fit.
This guy. This guy. I mean, he did say you.
Yeah, I didn't say you. You can't mention. I didn't say you can't mention another Green Bay out of your mouth, man. Like pick other teams. There are 31 other teams.
I actually wasn't going to say Green Bay.
Okay. I just wanted to first you before you said.
I was going to say you're not wearing the hat today, but Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins. He's a cheap wide receiver.
Cheap wide receiver. They need him.
So he'll be good.
They was already talking about it. He said that he was interested in playing Dolphins, but I think that was more of somebody was recording and asked him like, "Yo, come play for the Dolphins."
Yeah,
and he's like, "Yeah, man, I would love to play for the Dolphins."
Right. Yeah, it's not like he had an interview.
Yeah,
and he actually thought about it, and I mean, so
he's trying to get all the opportunity that he can.
So he'll be like a Z, opposite of X. X will be like Adams, and he will be a good Z. He has hands. He's fast. So he's a good target for. He's a really good target for quarterbacks.
Do you know where another spot would be?
Where?
Tampa. You lose Godwin, you put Marvin Jones in.
True. Cheap
receiver,
yeah.
Same body type, same height.
Cool. I mean. Yeah, Nick.
He's not.
I don't want to see Godwin leave. I don't want to see.
I don't want to see him leave, but just if he did, it's not a bad option.
Yeah,
it's not
a bad option. Evans is still your big threat. He has something to prove now.
Yep.
Brown is still there for $5 million or $3 million. I mean, you pretty much keep the same team without Godwin in there.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
hey, before we close, there's this one other player that he did well this year, surprisingly. Aguilar.
That's not Aguilar.
Aguilar just got released, right? No, that was Tyrell.
That's Tyrell. So I think he's gonna be inked because what he did on the Raiders this year, it was actually pretty eye opening, man. Compared to when he was playing in Philly and stuff, he wasn't performing like that. But the boy was actually pretty good. He was the best wide receiver the Raiders had.
Yeah,
and I think that's why they went ahead and released Tyrell Williams. Because they know that they have Aguilar, they can re-sign.
Keep him.
Yeah, re-sign Aguilar.
Yeah,
and hopefully their 2 draft picks from last year actually come out and perform this year. Like,
who do you think is going to be better? Would you think it would be Riggs? And I'm sorry, I can't remember the Ruggs. Ruggs or the other receiver that came from South Carolina that's with the Raiders. I can't remember his name right now. I'm drawing a blank on the other receiver here. But who do you think would be better?
I gotta remember his name. It's gonna annoy the hell out of me. You looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember it, but
it was gonna annoy.
Like,
it was gonna annoy the hell out of me if I didn't.
Hunter Renfrow.
No, not Hunter.
Renfrow.
Hunter came from Clemson. It's Brian Edwards.
Brian Edwards.
Yeah.
Brian Edwards. Brian Edwards is a big body guy, so it's just a matter of like he got injured. He wasn't healthy coming into the season.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised. Brian Edwards could be better, to be honest with you.
I'm not a big believer. I'm not sold yet on Aguilar, personally. Too much reminiscence of his inconsistency back in Philly. I don't know if this is a fluke year.
Yeah.
So I'm not completely sold on Aguilar.
I mean, this is going to be the year, even with last year, Carr is more comfortable with Aguilar, so I think next year he's going to have a better season with Aguilar too, because the thing about Ruggs is up and down for the season. Speed receiver. Aguilar is not. Renfrow was actually pretty good over the season.
Yeah.
Brian Edwards was out. So, I mean, I still see Aguilar having
another successful year. Yeah.
Possibly. They don't have much money. The main guy out there is the tight end. What's the name of the tight end? Waller.
Yeah.
So he's a main pass catcher. So, yeah.
He was their wide receiver. He was their top receiver. So
top receiver.
The question is, will that change next year? Ruggs is in the system. He knows the system now.
I think it will change next year because now everybody's going to have an off season with Carr.
Yeah.
And now Gruden can scheme up, actually play his offense that he envisioned when he drafted Ruggs and drafted Edwards and all that stuff. Because he drafted Ruggs as the number one wide receiver off the board.
Yeah.
And he lucked out with. He actually drafted a lot of receivers last year.
Draft. So, Aguilar is going to stay. The team is going to look identical. And they're going to build off the abilities of the players
that they already have.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, man. That's it for us, man. Lock and Code bowl predictions? We have none until season starts.
No, bowl prediction. Bowl prediction.
Now that we cover all positions in the free agency, let's make a bowl prediction for the free agencies.
Bowl prediction. Baltimore Ravens draft a top 5 free agent. Receiver.
My bold prediction is Marvin Jones to Green Bay.
It's a nice one.
You want to do direct? Okay.
Yeah.
My bold prediction.
I'm going to change mine then.
My bold prediction, I think Galladay goes to the Colts.
Galladay to the Colts.
I can see that.
I can see that happening.
I think Galladay goes to the Colts.
Bold prediction.
Antonio Brown to Kansas City.
Juju.
It's not with that one. It's not a bold prediction because it's kind of like
It makes sense.
it just makes sense for him.
It makes sense.
Juju goes to New York.
No. Bold prediction. They have too much money. Jacksonville Jaguars get Allen Robinson.
No, that's a bold prediction that won't happen. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because
that's
I'm not
his
going
ex-team.
back. That's his ex-team. I'm not going back to the trash that I came from.
I mean,
Nah, I think that team.
that's why it's a bold prediction.
Yeah.
I think that team-
getting,
that team will look for a Godwin or a Galladay.
Yeah.
Somebody a name that starts with a
If
G.
that, to be honest.
that's
with
why
you.
it's a bold
If that,
prediction.
yeah.
It's gonna be a name that
Because I
starts
know
with
you
a G.
guys said that they're going there. I just don't think they want to win
They're
this
going
year.
Jacksonville is going to get a receiver.
Yeah, they're gonna sign somebody out of free agency. If
All right. My
Godwin
bold prediction is that they
if
don't.
Godwin gets released, or if Tampa Bay doesn't sign Godwin, I shouldn't say release, but if Tampa Bay doesn't re-sign Godwin is a great fit. Like he would go to a team like that, like you know what I mean, or Colts.
I don't know, man. It's tough to say that because you're
Colts
coming
is
off a
going to get
championship.
someone too.
You're coming
for
off
sure.
a championship year and you want to go to Jacksonville. I'm coming off a championship year. I'm calling the Colts.
Hey,
I'm calling Minnesota. I'm calling not Cleveland.
all right. So you're looking at it that way. Look at it this way.
I don't think
Money
he-
talks.
Yeah, money talks, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got to look at it that way. I already got a championship. I already have a
got the
championship.
pedigree.
Yeah, I'm good. I have a ring. So now I can make some money. And he just go from max contract,
Yep.
like max contract somewhere to the person that has the most money, which is Jacksonville.
On a 4-year.
Jacksonville.
and could possibly come back and
Jets.
compete. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it could
Colts.
possibly come back and compete. So
Colts
that's
would
all I
be
look
the
at.
Colts would be the best option.
Jets is not going to do nothing, but we don't know.
Y'all hating because y'all in the same division.
Yeah, it's 100% true.
What's that?
100% true.
None of y'all making the playoffs anyway, so
This guy.
garbage ass Dolphins.
Yep.
Yeet. All right, man. That's
Now
it
y'all
for the locker
yeeting
code.
again,
Yeah,
huh?
I mean, yeah, we got to, bro, because you all laughter right now.
Garbage ass
So you got
Dolphins,
jokes right now, V. You know what I
Garbage
mean?
as hell, bro.
Just because your team won
When
the
y'all
Super Bowl
gonna get
don't mean
good?
nothing, bro.
When y'all gonna get
Man,
good?
Just because your team won the Super Bowl.
When y'all
don't mean
gonna
nothing,
actually
bro.
be
Yo,
something?
see, can you turn the music up? So
Oh my bad. I ain't even.
Can you
I
turn
ain't
the
even.
music up?
All I heard was the music, my dude. I ain't even hear him say
When
nothing.
y'all gonna be good? When y'all gonna be good? Answer that
Yo, man, that's gonna be it for us, man.
Bold
you know,
prediction:
even though-
Dolphins
oh,
are going to
here
be
you go.
good next year.
that's not.
It's not a bold, man. It is what
It's
it
a
is.
definite.
It's a definite.
Oh,
It was this
okay.
year too. We won 10 games. What do you want from us,
We're
bro?
better than a lot of the teams that made the playoff.
Get out of here, bro.
We had a better winning record than a lot of the teams that made the
I'm
playoffs.
just saying, we did. We did.
Sad, bro.
Yo, that's
Waiting
it.
for y'all to be
That's
good.
gonna be it for us, yo. Thank you for listening to Locker Code with C, Ren, and PJ. Be sure to check us on lockercode.com for all your fantasy needs, sit and starts, waiver wire pickups and matchups and news and more. Yeah, check us out on Locker Code on Twitter, Locker Code Podcast, Instagram, etc. Everywhere. You know what I mean?
The other day I was thinking, the day the Dolphins make the Super Bowl, I can't show up to the show.
Oh yeah, you ain't showing
I
up.
can't show
We
up.
Nah.
actually may just show up to your spot.
I think, yeah. I think you should show up to the show.
Well,
Yo,
we
all right,
gonna
yeah.
come to you.
Let's do this.
Don't worry about it. We gonna come to you.
If the Dolphins make the Super Bowl, you know, God forbid, you have to
God forbid.
you have to come in full Dolphin gear from head to toe.
Yeah. Talking about paint faced and all.
Yeah, full Dolphin gear. You want to make that bet?
bet this
they win
year,
the
though.
Super Bowl or
This
playoffs?
year.
If
If
they
they
win
make the
Super Bowl
Super
or
Bowl this
playoffs?
year, I'm not making out goals for years.
All right, so
playoffs.
this
Let's
make
bet
the
on
playoff
playoffs.
this year. If they make the playoff, listen.
No.
What are you talking about?
You said they not gonna make the playoffs.
Yo,
Yo,
if they
you guys
listen,
got
listen,
money.
listen,
You guys
listen to the
got
bet.
one of the best defenses.
Listen to
Best-
the bet.
You
Listen to
got
the bet.
arguably probably the best secondary in the NFL.
come on, man.
I'm not betting on that.
So if they make the playoff, you have to come in a Dolphin shirt and
No.
a hat.
Dolphins shirt and a hat?
Because they're highly likely to make the playoffs.
If they win the first week of the playoffs.
Hey, just rewind back. I think you guys owe me like payment on a bet.
So that'll be us.
Yeah,
that'll be it for the show. Yeah.
Smoking something. I don't know where that came from.